Man, you got to get me out of here. I'm having paranoid delusions.
Nice guy.
It was fun. That was very funny. I was
not out to scare people.
It was funny. I was saying, this is the System of a Down experience, man. You got to give yourself over to it. Hey, check it out, man. Laughs are plenty. We got good news. We got Serj and Daron from System of a Down, and they're back. And I'm going to get the famous two-person round of applause. It's good to see you, sir. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for being here.
How you doing? You good?
Good.
Yeah? Welcome back to the UK. You got 2 albums ready to come out in 2005, the first being Mezmerize, and we got a lot of questions from our plan at mtv2europe.com from a lot of fans who are happy to see you guys back. And I suppose the first line of questioning centers around the fact that you've got these 2 records coming out. No one's complaining about the wealth of material, but I think people are genuinely intrigued as to how this came about, whether it was a deliberate plan of yours or whether you just ended up with too many songs at the end of the day.
It's just, you know, we felt we had a lot of good material to put on there, and that's pretty much it, you know. Spent the last few years of our lives writing, and we didn't want to, you know, leave out songs that we thought deserved to be on a System record, but in the same time we didn't want to put out like 2 hours worth of music, so we kind of separated them up like that. And my main influence to do that personally was the movie Kill Bill. I thought was kind of cool how it kind of came out, you know, as a continuation the second time.
And so quickly as well. I'm glad you made a reference to something that was a success on that level, because the only musical examples I can think of in the last couple of years, or the last 5 years, are Nas. He put out 2 albums in the same year. And I know Weezer attempted to do the same thing.
Look, see, we're putting out 1 album separated into 2 parts. It's not really 2 albums for us. This, I think like 10 years down the line, we're going to look back on it and this will look like 1 album to us.
Yeah. You know, you've given a certain amount of songs off the back of a successful album room to breathe, but in less of a spotlight with Steal This Album, didn't you? You know, here's some extra stuff left over from these sessions, whatever, but it almost feels a bit apologetic when you do rarity records or outtake records, you know, sometimes.
Steel was never an outtake record. It still isn't. It's one of my favorite records.
And we get letters from fans. I mean, we as a band consider Steel to be one of our records, one of our albums, the one that came after Toxicity. And
we just didn't promote it or tour for it. So people,
do you think that's what kind of created the confusion?
And a lot of people don't know that mostly the drum tracks were from the Toxicity takes. There's a mess of like guitars, almost all the vocals are from brand new sessions. Me and Serj took 2 months in the studio to do Steel. And I mean, some people take less than that to do
a single.
You know what I mean? So we put a lot of work into that record, and all the work wasn't done in the Toxicity sessions. It was done after we got off tour and everything, you know.
So, you know, you put 2 months into Steel, and I'm glad you cleared that up, and because I like that record as well, you know, and you know, confidence must have been quite high after that, because I mean, like you say, you spent the last couple of years writing for these 2 records. Yet before that, you're in a position where, you know, you've spent 2 months making this other record, and that's quick for you, isn't it? That's quick for you and Serj to go in there and bash these out like that.
We're both very dedicated to what we do, and I think if you live like that, I think the music will just speak out of you, and that's why we end up with so much material.
Yeah.
Serious, because I mean, between both of us, I know that's pretty much how we occupy our time. Is
just writing, man, and just creating.
Yeah, you know, just playing, and out of that playing, a lot of stuff comes out of it. You know, it's not a big concept behind it or anything. It's just kind of...
That's how you're perceived, I think, a lot by your fans, isn't it? You know, they consider what you guys do to be something that carries a lot more weight, maybe conceptually or creatively, than just sitting down and jamming songs out. You know, you have that aura about you. Are you aware of that?
Well, it's not like we just sit as a band and jam songs out. It's more of like, it's just being dedicated to what we do. Individually, everyone comes in powerful into the situation, and what everybody adds individually to the band makes the band powerful.
How collaborative is it when it comes to making the records? Because the rumor I was always aware of around the Toxicity, release of Toxicity and stuff, was that, Daron, you'd spent a lot of time working on those songs, and that was primarily your record creatively.
I bring in a big bulk of a lot of the stuff to the band, but once I bring that stuff in, Serj's color and all the things that he does to the songs, and then Serj brings in songs and I give my input to those songs. The way we bring songs in is more of an individual thing. We each take our space and write our songs and then bring it into the band and end up using the songs that end up working with the band, the ones that everybody as a unit is feeling. And so And that's not even the law, because we have had songs that, like, we collaborate together and it comes together. I mean, for us, it's mainly like, let's put out a great song.
Yeah.
And put out a group of great songs. And how we get there, it's not the important part. It's
whatever
just,
serves the music.
Yeah, let's just get there.
Yeah. I want to get back to the 2 records because we've got 2 to talk about, and I don't know whether I'm going to get time to talk about Hypnotize with you. I don't know how you're planning on approaching these 2 albums, because effectively, if they are 2 equal records, are you going to approach it like you did with Steal This as well? You know, we're not necessarily going to go into the promotional drive for...
No, we're planning to, you know, do press and whatever. But see, it's the second part of the first record, really, for us.
Yeah.
So it'll be just kind of like a continuation and just
Why
a little.
is it so difficult to understand? It's so simple, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll already be on tour once Hypnotize comes out. So.
Yeah. So it's just a case of integrating probably more of those songs into the live set as time goes on.
Once
and stuff.
Hypnotize is out,
A lot of new stuff to jam on.
Yeah.
Once Hypnotize is out, everyone's gonna these records as one.
Yeah.
Once it's out, and